Hey everyone, Cobb once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Call of the Night Season 2, Episode 16. Yeah, once again I got the fan going, because once again it's hot as hell today. so, but Episode 16 of Season 2 of Call of the Night, and right off the bat, we got some intense stuff. I mean, because after when Akkun, Akno, sorry, Anko, if I'm not pronouncing her name right again, Anko, the private detective who hates vampires. After she was called, she found him at the public bath, and so they're in the streets, and she was looking for Akkun, Mr. Drago, as Ko called him. She goes a ride ups and stabs him multiple times, once again with those crazy eyes of hers. Just laughing while she's stabbing him, and she said, and she holds the knife to Ko and says, "Hey, you know what? I don't kill humans. You're not the one I'm after. He's the one I'm after." And so, and she puts these other glasses on Akkun, and so, and just gives him just sends him into a deep state of shock. I mean, it's like the reason why they like that, because it's one of the rules. It leads into one of the rules about with vampires. When becoming a vampire, for a long time, you start losing the memories of your human life, and so it's like some of the sentimental things that brings painful memories and stuff like that. That's what happened to the first vampire from season 1 at the school, when she handed Anko handed that guy that silver ring. So I guess it was like a personal thing, cuz this is probably one of the vampire's weaknesses, like personal things from their human life. I guess it's like their weakness, I guess. Seems like to makes him vulnerable, I guess. I would say vulnerable. So when she switched those glasses and put those glasses on Akkun, it was like, oh, he saw. Now I wonder if those were. No, they weren't Anko's glasses, because her glasses were circular. She put on the rectangular. The rectangular. I think those were Anku's glasses, because he had rectangular shaped glasses. And then and she's asking where is your master, basically the one who turned you to a vampire. That's Siri. She jumps in, and well, they don't get into a physical fight. Well, Haska steps in and she tries to stab him because remember, Haska's a guy, and the knife goes right through his hand, like it faces through his hand, and she's like, "Wow, that's not happened before." So for a person for a private detective who knows things about vampires, she never knew that they can phase. So I guess she never knew that they had the power to phase through like what Nazuna when she phases through walls, like from the first season, which she does again here, like facing through the glass to enter this hospital. So I guess Anko never knew they can power to phase things, manipulate matter, make it phase through things. So I guess she never knew that, and so she's like, hey, well, I will get you again, but not right now though. So at the end they all just walk away, and Aku's feeling better after giving Siri Siri asked for Ko to give some of his blood to him to help heal him, which it does. It heals his wounds. And then they begin the question as what happened with their human memories? When you basically become a vampire, you basically forget your memories of a human. You can't remember. And so they want to know, because they want to know, to get the bottom of this, because they want to get the upper hand on Anko, because since she has basically the advantage, knowing their personal weaknesses and stuff, they want to get ahead of her, or get the upper hand on her. So they want to know what makes her tick, And so, but since the other vampires don't remember their human past, Ko wants to remember because before Anko left, she asked, "Hey Ko, how's Nazuna?" And he's like shocked because he knew that she knew her name, because if I remember reading in the manga, she knew her back when she was a teenager in school. So that's why she knows her name. And then she goes and says Kiku's name, the one who was going out with Mahiru. And because it says she's the one I need to kill, because she's the one I want to kill. Because we see just in 10 seconds before the opening starts, we see like a young teenage Anko with her dead father. She's just flickering her lighter, or it was his lighter. So we're sure to get more backstory on that. Which, like I said, I know that stuff is in the manga because I read some of that stuff as well. So I'm not gonna say anything else after that though. But so now Ko wants to know about Nazuna's human life beforehand, and like she says, she doesn't vaguely remember though. But and then he goes as how old are you? How long have you been a vampire? And it was a question that she wanted to avoid asking, because she's like, and it was basically, how old are you? And it's like, well, maybe 30s or 40s. And it's like, you're 30 or 40, and she gets all, once again, becomes the stuff like that. She gets all embarrassed. It's like, I didn't want to ask that question because it makes me like I'm the age of a middle-aged person. But Ko's like, hey, what, 40 years old? That's still young though. But it's like, you can find any stuff that's like that's like a hint of her past, right? So Ko finds this wallet, which has an old hospital patient ID card. So maybe that's something, and it's around the same time all those death from 40 so years ago, or 30 so years ago. So they want to go to the hospital where they got the card from. So since it's closed, like they get in, like we see like Nazuna phase through the door, like one of their abilities. That's why they can. Why Anko's knife was able to phase through Haska's hand. And then she's like all scared because like, oh, you think this place is haunted? You see other ghosts like hover and stuff like that, and Ko's like, what? You hover too? And so they hear footsteps is like on the third floor, and they hear the footsteps and they see a light through a door, and it was Kubra, who she works as a registered nurse at the hospital, and they want to ask her about this ID card. And she knows about something about the card, because she kind of shrugs it off, right? Like, oh, I don't know what that is. Why would you come to this hospital with a card that's like 30-something years old, right? Oh, it must have slipped out of their wallet. And as she's about to walk away, Ko knows that she's basically he knows that she's bullshitting basically. And it's like, hey, no one could slip out of her wallet this wallet. It could have slipped out of someone's wallet 30 years ago, and this right here, And so you're hiding something. Tell me. I want to know. I want to know about her past. Please tell me what I want to know. What you're not telling me. And just before it ends, she goes and says, okay, I'll tell you, but I have one condition. And then it cuts. And it cuts to the credits. So. But yeah, just right at the beginning, we see Anko in action, who straight out stabs Akkun right in the chest while laughing, right? Like, so. But he knows that she knows about what, apparently, like I said, sorry. For someone who knows knows a lot great deal about vampires, she doesn't know if they can have the ability to phase through things, So, I'm like, I guess you didn't do all your research, I guess. But they know that she's a danger to the vampire, so that's what they want to dig stuff up on her. And Ko wants to remember stuff about her past, because maybe it's a clue about with leading. We hope a clue what's gonna lead with Anko, right? So, but it was a pretty good episode still, and just like, because I know that Anko is one of the key things, because she like I said, she appeared a lot in the opening intro, so that's why she has a much more larger role here in this season. So, but yeah. good episode once again. Like I said, I enjoy Call of the Night a lot. So, but like you said, they're going to give more information about on both sides. So, but it's like that's one of the rules. Once you become a vampire, you basically forget about your past human existence. It's a thing because it's basically like it's a weakness. That's why they tend to forget about it, because that's why stuff like this will happen. But but Ko really wants to help Nazuna out, so. But overall, yeah, still good episode. Still once again good episode once again. So episode 16 of season 2 of Call of the Night. Thumbs up for this. But just when she goes straight as a stabs Anko like that, it's like, oh shit. But yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and we'll see you next time. Later.